Just a guy from Albany, New York, who loves tennis, loves to play intense tennis in particular, and scream at everyone at any waking moment.
Come on, #1 overall!
He's just a pretty easygoing, loves video games, loves to play sports, loves to rock climb. I played basketball, I played baseball, I played soccer, dabbled in cross country.
Where did talking start for you?
Basketball. Absolutely.
Is that responsible for most of your development?
I would say so. I'm a dad, even though he'll say he doesn't talk trash. You're not supposed to talk trash. You're supposed to be nice to all.
But you're not.
Depends on the moment.
You've annoyed people. Who annoys you?
Well, I mean, I really just block it out, because if I'm gonna dish it, I gotta be able to take it. And the whole goal is to get a reaction out of someone. So you're not gonna get a reaction out of me.
I would love to talk Max, but God, we're on the same team.
I mean, on the daily, she tells me, don't touch me. She said, don't talk to me. Don't come near me. I don't want to play doubles with you. I mean, anything you can think of, she said it.
Oh yeah, I'm fully abusing Max's presence in practice.
So mean.
Does it rattle around in your head? Does it affect you?
Absolutely. But we keep trying. I'm persistent. I got to Bush too. Bush and Big D. I was in their head. I was in there. Every time Delana was at the net, ready to get the volley in doubles, I would say something and she's over there just like... And that's how you know you're in there.
This king smashes ass!
Do you think players would say that you're compensating for lack of court time by being annoying?
I mean, you have to fill in the holes. I think whether I was on the court, you know, based on my 2 minutes of court time, on or off the court, I'm still talking trash, still loud.
How many times do I get told to shut the F up tonight?
Like, do I think I'm annoying? Absolutely. Anything that I'm doing, like, if something goes well, I almost feel like I can't contain myself.
Dialed. Locked in is not the right term. I'm dialed.
I'm never going over a line, like when I'm talking trash, and I think that's part of the reason why it just keeps flowing. Whatever happens is that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not like I'm talking about your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or your mom. Like, I'm just talking about what happens.
They can't even make the serve!
But if they take anything that I say personally, then it could end bad. But yeah, there's always that concern there that if you have no idea who I am or how I act, you're gonna be like, what's wrong with this guy? If I wake up in the morning and I have no voice, then I go on the court and scream, and I still have no voice. And then my teammates are like, wow, he really is annoying. Imagine what the opponents think.
Cracking the game, got the codes and the glitch. New York, I knew to the sport, getting out of my deal. They was selling me short, you win on my enemy's board. Look at the score.
This is pro tennis built different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
They are fired up here. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, home to one of the biggest sports and entertainment hubs in the world, where we have the last arc of our doubleheader of Week 6, where the Outriders are going up against the Ridge. And this head-to-head is a big one, as there are playoff weekends on the line here. We see them 3-3 and then 2-4, but both of them mathematically still alive for that championship weekend. The second time they're going to go up against each other this season, we'll see which one makes the right adjustments to come out on top. Hello everyone, I'm J.Y. Obone, Irina Falcone-Harmon, Robbie Koning, and Robbie, this is some fast-paced action that's very different, a lot of different rules. Which ones should fans look out for?
I like the two-pointer when you hit a clean winner. As a serve volleyer myself, I would always look for any additional help, so I'm a big fan of that. And of course, I do like the one toss, one serve. I've spoken so often about the fact that toss is such an important component to the serve, and if you're good at it, you should only get one try, and that's exactly what the league has implemented here, and I love it.
Well, and then with this team format that we have, people coming in and out, the unlimited substitutions, Irina, both teams coming off losses, but the Ridge have somebody back in that's going to really help them.
I think that the Ridge have Sam Nicholson. That's the biggest thing. He's been playing some great tennis, and Sophie Chang is healthy too, but Sam wasn't able to play in their last arc, so he's going to really have to produce some numbers tonight to try and get him back on top and come back from the loss that they had just a few days ago. And Sophie Chang, when she is healthy, she can put a lot of numbers and a lot of points up there. She's got a lot of intensity. When she comes on the court, she's inside the baseline. She's got a lot of firepower. Big serve. She knows when to hit a drop shot, underhand serve like that. And so she's got a lot of experience both on the singles and doubles tour. She was very successful on the WTA tour. So she's starting to play a little bit better, and she's healthy. That's the most important thing.
Robbie, the Outriders, they have their MVP that's third in the race.
Yeah, she is such a wonderful player. You talk about a player with tennis intelligence. Sophia's got that in spades. Of course, last time in this matchup, she managed to put 63 points on the board and ended up 24 in the positive. So her efficiency point rating is really high. And the fact that she can do so many things so well has stood her beautifully in this competition.
And her partner in crime, you'll see on the court a lot tonight, is going to be Zhao Xiaolin. So those two are going to be the leaders there. We'll see which ones are going to dominate when we come back one step closer. The Outriders versus the Ridge.
Welcome to Intense Arena
at the beautiful Assembly Studio.
It's time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense.
But first things first.
Forget everything you know about regular tennis.
Because Intense is built different.
Faster pace.
Bigger energy.
With teams battling it out from start to finish.
You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
So let's break it down for you.
To start, every team has 8 pros.
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc, and you can think of it like one giant team showdown. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
All stacked together in one running team score. So even if one bolt ends,
the pressure doesn't.
Every point carries over until the final buzzer.
Now for the serving rules. That's where things get wild.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points, and play is at the server's pace. So turn your back, you might get burned.
No waiting around, no resetting the vibe, and yes, we do play less.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions, so if a player needs to catch their breath,
or if a coach wants to change up the strategy, there are substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, you, the super loud fans. You will never get shushed.
First of all, that's rude.
That's rude. That's rude.
Second of all,
we want you to act like actual sports fans.
And we want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team, like Ridge.
The Outriders. Like the altitude. Like the smash. Like the rips.
Fortune.
Freeze.
Inferno.
Sting.
Like Team Rise.
Or if you want to cheer against your rivals,
we're here for it.
Inside stage 5 here at Assembly Yards is the Intense Arena. Outriders are getting ready to take on the Ridge. So let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Centerline Athletics. And Robbie, we'll start off with the Ridge first.
Yeah, we should.
Outriders, sorry.
Yeah, Sophia, as I mentioned, she has been outstanding, and I think she's going to be ably supported tonight by Zoe Hammond. I think if Zoe brings it, they've got a good shot at getting the right result. JV and Corey are the ones to watch out as far as the men are concerned. And I think Corey Craig, last time he was able to keep it to just -1 on his efficiency rating. If he could just turn that slightly into the positive, if the boys can dovetail well with the ladies, I think they'll be in good shape.
All right, Irina, now we'll take a look at the Ridge.
So obviously Sam Nicholson, he was the MVP of 2025 season 1 for a reason. He accrued so many points, and him and Sophie Chang have been doing so well for the Ridge. When they are playing well and they're healthy, it's trouble for anybody on the other side.
Well, let's go down to our courtside reporter, Kelly Kroll, who's with Sophie Chang.
Thanks a lot. Sophie, last time out, a new season best for you. Nearly 54 points against the Rips. What would you like to replicate as far as what went well for you in that last arc?
You know, I don't even know. Wait, how did I score a half a point? I didn't know.
Believe it or not, neither do I. I have no idea how you score a half a point, but you did.
I also don't know what my medal was for. I won a medal last.
You were the favorite in the arena. They love you here, Sophie. But no, really, what was working for you that you really hope tonight you can replicate?
Yeah, no, I mean, right now for me at this point in the season, like, I'm kind of getting my rhythm. I'm just trying to get my level back and stuff with the injury and everything. So whatever I can do out there, I'm immensely grateful for. So I'm just happy to be out here.
We are so glad to hear that, too. And we hope for many more half points tonight. Sophie, thank you. Guys.
Thank you, Kelly. And to get things started, let's go down to Sebastian Nunez, our umpire for the night.
Sebastian Nunez.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intense. Tonight we're going to start with the men's singles. We have host team Ridge against the away team Outriders. Outriders, you get the call. Heads or tails? Tails. Tails is the call. It's heads. Ridge to serve.
Showtime here as Florida State University takes the court. Former teammates getting things started for their respective teams. Corey Craig on the far side for the Outriders. Yusef Rion on the near side. Both of these players know each other extremely well. 2 10-minute men's singles bolts, then women's singles to follow. All 3 doubles to format to finish. 1 serve and 1 toss only. 14 seconds in between points. And you can't forget about the unlimited substitutions and timeouts and all the fast pace you're going to see.
Talk about speed and power. We're already seeing that being showcased in this very first point of this men's singles bolt.
And +2 to get things started, and probably the best starting point we've seen all season, but no surprise when you get these 2 players on the court. They can put a lot of balls in play, very athletic, but always just very calm under pressure in singles.
I think you see it very often when you know your opponent really well. These 2 were teammates on the same team. It just brings out a different level of tennis out of you.
Rion is +40 on the season in singles. That +2 is going to go the other way with that net.
Yeah, Yusef's just played 2 unbelievable points to get a nice lead, and then it's a slice of lady luck that undoes all that hard work.
You see Corey Craig, he's going to be one of the most calm, patient players. He works points, he takes his time. Every now and then you see him take his cuts, but he doesn't take a lot of risk. Yusef, he gives you a little bit of everything. He's been comfortable moving from side to side. When he gets that opportunity, boom, he's going, and especially in doubles, he moves a lot.
Just been so impressed with early on how well both of these players move.
And usually for the Outriders, you see Yao Xiaolin stepping in to start things off. But I like this with Corey Craig. The last couple times you've seen Xiaolin come out, been a little bit tentative. So if anybody's going to be tentative, let's put Corey Craig in there because that's what he does best in working points. With that drop shot, Rion gets there down the line, and we're going to work it all the way back with both at the baseline. Drop shot to bring him back in. Craig recovers, goes for the lob. That's going to be long, and we're seeing some fantastic points to get it started.
Yeah, a round of applause for both players. Top tier tennis that was. I love how easily the ball just pings off Corey's strings. It's just like it melts into them. He's such a good natural timer of the ball.
I'm actually surprised you could hear the ping, Robbie.
Yeah.
The music is so loud in here. That's the energy that Intense brings, though.
Young would like to dictate with that forehand, would run around his backhand as much as he can. Backhand solid, but forehand is the one that dictates. The problem is on the other side of the court, Craig, he just defends so well moving side to side.
I like what I'm seeing early on here from Corey.
He he's just worked his way up to a 7-5 lead, and he's plus 10 overall in the entire season. So you know what you're going to get out of him. There's very little downside. It's either neutral or all upside, and right now he's giving them a really solid start. Still have a 1-point lead, but both these players continuing to play 4 minutes in. You only get 12 minutes max in singles, so we are going to have to see some different matchups soon.
Yeah, you can actually see Sam Nicholson shadowing some overheads, some service motions on the sidelines.
Just thinking about both of these guys and the way they play. They are great opening players for your team.
Good serve by Rion, retaking the lead by 1.
Sorry, JY. I was just thinking that they're both going to limit the downside early on.
Good tennis by Rion, but better defense by Craig.
Craig is doing a phenomenal job of being able to absorb and withstand the pace that was coming off of Rion, and no surprise here, Sam Nicholson coming in to take his place.
You know what is a surprise?
What's that?
He's got a new racket in his hand. You don't see that mid-season very often.
Have you got some intel there for us?
He's got that white Babolat. We've seen him go through the Yonex earlier in the season. That's what he used so well. He's been going through some equipment changes. Hasn't had the best season, so maybe this is something that he's looking for to help him get over the top. He got a little bit of extra playing time as well as he work with that racket. He missed the arc, and so he spent some more time practicing after he had that foot injury, and Zhao Xiaolin is in for Craig. That looked like a tentative backhand for Xiaolin. (9-9) here. Championship weekend on the line for both teams. Outriders can lose, and they still have a chance next weekend. With some help, the Ridge, if they lose, that's it. They are completely out of it, so they need a win to stay alive. But even with the win, they do not fully control their destiny. With backhands like that, they will do the best they can.
And that's what we saw in season 1 so much, JY. It's just, look how composed Sam Nicholson is in between points, even after a huge 2+2, he has no problem just getting back in rhythm, taking his time. He does a really good job of just not expending a lot of energy in between points.
Of course, went to university next to our very good friend, Sam Gore, who used to live in Wilmington in North Carolina. This guy was at the University of North Carolina in Wilmington. What a beautiful town that is. You guys think JY here in the booth consumes a lot of protein bars during our commentary stints? I need to introduce you to Sam Gore. That guy is the protein bar king.
Still trying to find his form. Ridge maintaining the lead. We've seen a little bit of tentativeness, but he's loosening up a little bit now, just needs to find the court. That's a great kick.
I love that Xiaolin was actually wanting to take that ball early. Just sometimes it takes a couple of returns to just find the timing.
I think that's the serve that made him the 2025 MVP. With this one serve format, you can have a huge kick like that. The advantage is tremendous. Almost hit the Ridge team on the sideline. If you hit the serve in the penalty box, should it be -1 for you?
No, it's such a bad serve.
Leon back in. Xiaolin stays in. 14-13, 2 minutes remaining before men's singles take the court for another 10 minutes. Women's singles to follow. All 3 doubles formats to finish. This is the spot where the Outriders need to do something. Doubles has not been their strongest side. It's been women's singles with Sophia Cabeza, so they need to provide some support on this part of the arc.
That's such a great point, JY. The difference between going into the women's singles when you have a little bit of a cushion just gives you so much confidence into what you can do on the court. Obviously, we know that Sofia Cabezas has been accruing so many points. But just having that cushion and having a bit of a gap can really help you play with a little bit more freedom.
Backhand down the line, +1.
Everybody's giving Drow a steady down to forehands that's paid off. I'm not surprised that the sub has occurred. Corey back in. Amazing, change the matchup. Straight away you get the unforced from Yusuf.
Off pick kick serve. Rion's going to comfortably just work his way back into the court. Craig is not somebody that's going to overhit, and he's going to make himself think twice after passing up on that first offensive opportunity. +2 for the Ridge. Sometimes gets a little bit stiff with those legs. Likes that ball a little bit higher. That's the one where he likes it. Didn't drop in, but he looked very comfortable there.
Biggest question mark for Rion right now. I see him breathing hard. That's the thing. After a huge, long point, consider those investment points, because sometimes you see a very quick mistake. There's another one.
Be the final point of the first men's singles bolt. We're gonna have to replay that point, an inadvertent call. So we'll play one final point to bring the lights back on as they replay it. No, we are not rolling.
Please put the lights back on, replay the
there
final
we go,
point.
Bring it back. Final point, clock's at 0, but we play one more. Good inside in, he's gonna come in, try to get the +2, and he does! And that's a way to finish that first bolt. But Robbie, 22-17 for the Ridge, what do you think?
I thought it was a very well-balanced opening bolt, and I like the way things are poised here early on.
Very poised, very calm, almost too calm. I don't know, it makes me nervous after seeing all that energy from the previous arc tonight. We'll see if they bring it up when we come back with our second men's singles bolt.
Work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Intense is team tennis that's faster, louder, and with real cash on the line.
Your partner can't make serve.
Watch the most relentless tennis league.
You know, shaky mustachio man.
On the planet, live.
Argonaut approaches. Ciolina's ready as well. +2.
This was incredible. Intense. Tennis turned up.
Outriders versus Ridge, but before we get back to men's singles, make sure you scan that QR code or go to shop.intense.com so you can get your merch and support your team as we get closer to championship weekend. Both of these teams are playing for that tonight. You see the freeze, the smash, the different colors, the sting right now after a huge win on their previous night. The Rips are also on fire. Everyone is trying to get to championship weekend. They're going to need that hat as they try to get there. Right now, the Outriders, if they win these next two arcs, they are automatically in. Leading them the way this season has been Sofia Cabezas. The Ridge, though, they need to win just to mathematically stay alive. They have no guarantees except that they lose, they are definitely out. And right now, they are up by 5, so it's off to the start they want. You were talking about how calm and collected and poised they were, Robbie, with these teams. The Outriders got crushed the last time they came out this quiet and calm, and that's what makes me nervous. It's like, I don't know, there's something about the energy you need from your team in this format that sometimes if you're a little too quiet, they don't have a lot of star power either that just gets them plus 20 on their own.
Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic that they didn't play well last time, but you have a look at this matchup last time. They did get the better of the Ridge when they played them 154 to 145. So it's always an interesting dynamic in our sport, isn't it? You could be playing well, but then you're matched up against a player that you don't like, and suddenly it just brings the worst out in you. So I take more cognizance of the matchup, JY, and for that very reason, I like the Outriders tonight.
Well, we will revisit this conversation in about 60 minutes.
And the guy's just going with a team that's winning at the moment. You're one of those, are you, JY?
That's right, I am. 24-18, Ridge up by 6. Sam Nicholson calmly staying back there, waiting for his opportunity. He would take it when he gets it. He's very patient right now. Too patient, almost did not move up to that ball well enough. He did have a foot injury, had a problem with that ingrown toenail. It sounds simple. When it gets bad on an athlete's foot, it becomes miserable. So I wonder if he's still struggling with his footwork as he gets back in the lineup.
I think there's something to that, JY, because if you're not feeling confident with your movement, maybe you're not trying to anticipate an attack with your feet as much. You actually saw Rion from the sidelines telling Nicholson to actually go forward and find himself inside the baseline.
Good backhand to open up the court. Could not take advantage of that opening, though. Craig defending extremely well. Finally misses, but Nicholson working hard.
He certainly is. He certainly is.
Craig just signaled to Ciolin just one more. Juan Menicello, who's also in the lineup, doesn't look like he's going to be playing men's singles. That size is going to be coming into the men's doubles. So Ciolin getting ready to come in. Final point here with Nicholson and Craig.
I think Nicholson's got to play a lot more forehands. If the Outriders, that is the side you want to exploit to the nth degree.
And I think Nicholson is, right now he's playing in 4th gear. I think he needs to get to that 5th gear, maybe even 6th. He's got an extra level. And Irina, we saw this last year where the first 10 minutes, sometimes he's a little bit too slow to get going, but when he gets there, he's so dominant, but he's still not there tonight.
I think he's just not gotten quite there in terms of movement. I think that if you're not feeling confident in your movement, it can really affect every area of your game, because then you're just not trying to be as aggressive. That's what we saw last year so much with Sam Nicholson. He was so calm, but the thing is he was so confident in his game that with that composure and that calmness, it was actually scary to watch when he was that calm.
Even on the forehand side, the forehand was holding up okay, because when I have a look at his game now, I see a big discrepancy in the technical ability of that shot. So often when he makes unforced errors, it comes off that forehand wing. So if I'm the coach, if I'm Coach O'Connell, that's the message I'm giving my team.
We're playing them exactly right. You did a good job kind of going at the middle and then you were very selective when you went out wide, and I like that. I think it's a matter of making him play longer point. The longer the point, the better. So solid ground stroke. That doesn't mean take anything off your shots, but good solid ground strokes, make him stay out there a long time. And then after you've hit those 7, 8, 9 balls, then you can start doing something more creative with an angle or a drop shot, but work that point. Work the point. All right.
I think it could be a good idea. I don't know how you feel. If I go in for a return point and then you just go in for the serve.
Let's do it.
Want to do it right now?
I'm fine with that.
I'll win the point, then you go in. Can we start with that, you think?
Hey, why not? No. So you want to start out returning right here?
I return.
Yeah.
If I win the return point, he just goes in.
Okay.
Like, just to start off.
Okay.
Because we're returning right now, right?
We're returning right now.
Are you
Yeah.
good with that?
Okay.
Coming back from this timeout, Sam Nicholson back in. And Kelly, you've been sitting courtside, and I know that you've been looking at Sam Nicholson's racket as well.
You guys asked for the tee, so that's exactly what I got. And you'll appreciate this, JY, and I think it's a great moment to pump up when you're the 29th overall pick, 2nd round. What is your salary? $34,000. Which Sam said it was payday. Finally, he's been demoing this racket and practicing with it for some time. But of course, you guys know when you invest in a new racket, you got to get 3 or 4. Naturally, that's a big investment. And hey, now he's got the new racket and playing pretty well with it so far, except for that. I knew I'd say that, and that is exactly what happened. Gosh dang it.
That's okay. It happens to all of us.
Broadcaster jinx.
Well, as soon as you lay out, then Sam Nicholson hits a big forehand. He'll take a seat. Youssef Rion back in. And then Corey Craig, we're seeing a matchup coming in with the serving and returning between Corey Craig and Zhao Xiaolin. So we'll see how much they want to change things up. Rion's going to get that short ball. Another forehand where he just looks kind of stuck with his legs.
Just so impressed that Corey Craig actually gave that suggestion to Coach O'Connell and was feeling as though he is the better returner, and then Xiaolin coming in for the serve. I mean, that speaks volumes of the confidence that you have in your teammate.
Craig looking to stay back and really change that height and get it above Rion's shoulder. And forces that error. So we see a clear dynamic here. Xiaolin serves, Craig returns.
Big point there from Rion. Just taking initiative with that backhand and redirecting beautifully open court.
He's hit that backhand on a laundry line, hasn't he? This thing has not deviated on its path.
Xiaolin to serve, they're down by 7. Good kick out wide. Rion stands back though, no problem returning. Inside out, going to set up another one. He's going to come forward. Rion will not give him a chance for a +2.
How do you feel about that, Robbie? I see you smirking over there.
Don't like it. We've got to punish people for doing that, for copping out.
It breaks our tennis soul, right?
Doesn't it?
It does. And it also just like, if a junior is watching that, you're like, okay, so I'll just put my racket out so they don't, you know, hit the winner off of that.
It's the new format, it's the new dynamic, it's the new way here inside the Intense Arena. But Rion defends well there. Xiaolin continues to put him side to side. And Rion says, enough, I'm just going to go for it.
Bit of a cop out on that backhand. Wasn't in position nor on balance.
Outriders have brought it to within 4. Xiaolin keeps making Rion defend once again. Here's that volley. +2.
What a combination of shots. That was in the Lennon-McCartney League, that combo.
Closed the net extremely well. The speed, no hesitation. Moves through that volley. Does not stop his feet too early. Just great vision to keep going. And now they've brought it all the way to within 1. This serve return dynamic between Xiaolin and Craig paying off for Coach O'Connell.
Yeah, it's like a 2v1, isn't it, at the moment?
And the fact that Coach Austin Roebuck, he's coming in with fresh eyes. This is only his 2nd match with Team Ridge. Takes some time to also get used to your team, get used to this format. He would have played the College Coaches Cup, so he knows the Intense format, but look here, taking his first time out.
Good time for it as the Outriders have taken a 1-point lead.
Oh, fuck, coach. Yeah, you're good. I think obviously against Craig, play through the middle, hard through the middle, wait for your forehand.
How about the video board, guy?
Against the other guy, you can pull him into the forehand first because he's sitting on the forehand inside out and making you run and then taking the ball down the line when you get a backhand. But again, deep middle is undefeated. If you can play deep middle, you're going to get a ball that you want. Now, if it's short, he's going to step up and take it. But good job. I think you've got like a minute and a half left, I think.
Yeah, that's what it is.
3 minutes.
Huh? No.
Yeah, like for his 12 minutes. So
yeah,
Sam, you're going to have to be ready to go.
That's what we like. We love that energy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here we go, man. Let's go. Here we go.
Robbie, the one theme I've heard the most of everything I've heard from coaches say this entire weekend. Middle.
Such an underrated play. Of course, you've got to go middle with depth. Doesn't help you go middle. So those two go hand in hand.
That's what Roebuck was calling out, that from that corner, he's just camping out looking for forehands.
And Jay, I wish it was something I was more cognizant of when I was playing. If somebody pulled me wide, my thought was always, I've got to pull them wider. I never thought about using the middle of the court when I was younger. It was never made aware to me. The first time I heard about it, I must have been about 22, 23 years old. I'd been around on turf for a couple of years, and it was Todd Martin who spoke about that play. And it was like a light bulb that went off in my head.
The Outriders have built a 4-point lead, and everybody talks about that defense to offense, but they miss one important word.
Tell me.
Defense neutral, offense.
Like it.
You try to go too fast from defense to offense, you were playing from a bad position. You got to go to neutral first, which means you got to be willing to work, which means you also need to be willing to trust your fitness and speed. And a lot of people don't trust it, and that's where they bail out.
Too true.
Nicholson back in to take that return on the rise. He tried to force that down the line opening that was there. Xiaolin was shifting left, but was not in a good position. Did not want to work to neutral. Finally, the Ridge get a point. Under a minute here before women's singles comes up for their 2 10-minute bolts. Big forehand, but almost a little bit too much spin, so didn't get the reward. Now with that backhand, he opens up the court. Seems to be overly spinning that forehand, has trouble to really drive through it. Comes to the net, angle pass. Gets the point, but you see him try to flatten it out, but hasn't really truly let it go.
I don't think he's got that forehand as dialed in as he'd like to have it. For me, again, if I was playing him, I'm just giving him a steady diet of those forehands. That's it.
Robbie, I don't know what you would think here, but I just think it looks like he's hitting the ball so hard, but it's not going anywhere.
No, the coordination chain's not nearly as good as it is on the backhand side. Backhand is so smooth, technically so sound, whereas the forehand it's got a lot of hitches in it. Technically not nearly as good.
No hitches for the Outriders over the last few minutes. Have they come back from a defeat, and now they're all the way with the lead, up by 6, 41-35. Great job in men's singles. When we come back, women's singles is coming up.
Welcome to Intense. This isn't traditional tennis. It's faster, louder, and built for non-stop action. You think you know tennis? Yeah, not like this. So how do you play exactly? Well, let me break down the rules for you. Teams are mixed with 8 pro players, 4 men and 4 women on each team. Real squad energy with a coach leading the way. Matches? Yeah, we call those arcs. And they're played in 7 10-minute non-stop bursts that we call bolts. Each arc, remember, it's what we call a match. It's made up of 2 men's singles bolts, 2 women's singles bolts, 1 men's doubles bolt, 1 women's doubles bolt. We always finish things off with 1 mixed doubles bolt. Now, we'll get into the scoring nitty-gritty in a minute. Just know the scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score when the last buzzer sounds wins the arc. So Intense is a full team showdown. Every player, every bolt, every point matters. Let's talk serving. It's 1 toss, 1 serve only. So if you miss that toss, you miss that serve, you lose the point. The server controls the pace during a 14-second server clock. The returner doesn't have to be ready. Turn your back, you suffer the consequences. We keep it moving, we keep it fast. For lets, we play them. No resets, it's all about rhythm, pressure, and energy. Now, for that scoring nitty-gritty, it's simple. 1 point per rally unless a player hits a clean winner. That counts for 2 points. So if you take the calculated risk of going for 2, you reap the reward if you hit it just right. I'm almost done. Just a little bit of housekeeping here. Substitutions. Oh yeah, they can happen at any time. Because with this much action, sometimes players need a breather. And each team, they get 5 timeouts per arc. Crucial when a team needs a momentum shift or they want to stop the one that their opponents are having. Let's not forget about you, the fans. Intense keeps things going with the fastest play you've ever seen. And the best part, you'll never be told to be quiet. It's a full-on loud and proud tennis experience from start to finish, so go ahead and get loud. Now it's official. You're all ready to experience the next big thing in sports. Welcome to Intense, tennis turned up. Enjoy the show.
We're here at Druid Hills for a family fun night.
Focusing on the small details, that's what helps me lock in and block out all the noise.
Tennis is a sport where you're very individualized, and I think Intense brings us back to competing as a team.
I think the biggest thing is try to have fun, focus on things that you can get better at each day.
You gotta put yourself in a state of mind to where you're locked in, but it's somewhat flowing out of you.
Work on improving your game. Wins and losses shouldn't really be a big factor. As long as you can do that, I think you're on a really good path.
Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, the official partner of Intense. Welcome back to Atlanta, Georgia. Outriders 41-35 lead thanks to a lot of help from Corey Craig, who's with Kelly Kroll.
Yeah, certainly a lot of help indeed. Corey, how did you feel about those two men's singles bolts?
Yeah, I mean, I felt really good. They have some good players, Youssef and Sam. Youssef was on my team, so I know him pretty well. I feel really good. You know, we knew it was going to be a battle, and me and Joao worked well together, where, you know, I would take the returns, he would serve. I think it worked out really well.
So we actually had you mic'd up, or your coach was mic'd up in that timeout, so we heard you suggest that. Why did you think that was going to be a good plan?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been returning pretty well. I prefer to, you know, return, just keep it deep, play it out, and Joao's serve is really good. So I thought it could be good, you know, give each of us a break every so often, and worked out pretty well.
How has the ability to kind of talk through that with your coach evolved throughout the season?
Oh, yeah, I mean, Amy's been great. You know, she's been very cooperative with us. You know, she lets us give out our ideas. Obviously, she calls the shots, but, you know, we give input, and she's great with that.
Awesome. Well, hey, it was fun to watch. Best of luck the rest of the way. We look forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Guys.
Thank you, Kelly. Corey Craig there, +4, along with Josh Chialine, +2. Great dynamic, and I just keep thinking about how cool this is. These players just doing what's best for the team and just staying true to it, and I've just loved seeing this evolve throughout the season.
Good coaching is a collaboration, isn't it? Sometimes you as a coach see something glaringly. Sometimes you as a player feel something intensely, and it's important to communicate that with the coach. That's exactly what they did with Amy. And, of course, Amy's the kind of coach that, you know, she doesn't have any ego, so she just puts it aside, listens to what the players are saying, and takes it on board. It worked really well for the boys.
Something that isn't talked about enough is how often coaches at the pro level ask questions to the players, listen to them, as opposed to the coaches always directing everything. I think it's a bit of a misconception from a lot of people.
Yeah, it certainly is. And if you've got an idea, you try and get the player to think that the idea was theirs. That's good coaching, good communication.
Now we'll see how we get started in women's singles. Sofia Cabezas third in the MVP race for the Outriders, going up against Kiana Motosono. Nice stabilizing figure from Florida State also coming in to get things started, but Sophie Chang is the one who was 14.5 last time that she came out a couple of nights ago. They didn't get the win, but a huge positive with her best performance, so I'm sure we'll be seeing her shortly.
I wouldn't be surprised at that, JY, but Motosono in a previous arc was playing some good tennis, very solid all throughout, but the thing is, she's got Sofia Cabezas on the other side.
+2s like that. One of the interesting parts about Sophia's game is the way she works her way into offense very patiently, getting balls out of your strike zone, and then she strikes after, but she's fine staying out there, taking her time, trying to defend, and nope, she's going to argue for the +1, and Motosono's going to get a +2. Still a 6-point lead, but the Outriders of championship weekend on the line, they know they need everything.
Very important here for Sofia to just do a quick reset, especially thinking that she got just a +1.
She gave the fake underarm serve there. I can tell you in this matchup, in the team matchup last time, Sofia ended up with +24 on her efficiency scoring. That's everything in the pot. Singles, doubles, mixed.
The only two matchups that have prevented Cabezas, I think, from being #1 in the MVP race is when she plays the Inferno. The Inferno have continued to get the better of her. She's going to need to figure out that matchup in case they face each other in the finals. And now Sophie Chang is in for the first time tonight.
We mentioned how much firepower she has from both wings. It's a matter of being able to harness that because she wants to find herself inside the baseline and coming to net. But it's a matter of staying consistent and solid for a few balls before getting there.
What was interesting a couple nights ago when the Ridge took on the Rips, the strategy that they had in place, and this is where I wonder how difficult of a matchup this might be for Sophie. So the Rips were just trying to get past the first 3 shots for Sophie Chang, because that's when she struck well. First 3 shots. After that, she got wild. On the other side of the court, you have one of the best movers in the league, the most consistent and the most patient. So this is a difficult matchup for Chang. Let's see how she's going to manage this. You see her just hugging that baseline, trying to take that offense. She's going to come forward. Yes, she is. That lob looks like it's going to go long, +1.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I spoke to her a little bit. It's when she is healthy, she feels good. She loves playing for a team. She's a wonderful WTA doubles player.
Big backhand down the line, but Cabezas' defense keeps the rally going. One more ball comes back. Angle volley from Chang, +2 Ridge.
That's a dirty, sneaky little volley there, and just great court awareness, realizing that Cabezas was going to go open face on this. Right here, you see that racket go open face, and Sophie Chang coming up with a little sneaky volley.
That ball looked to be long, but they're going to continue to play it. Electronic line calling here brought to us by Hawkeye. Outriders 11-point lead. They've been slowly creeping their way up there. So for now, this calm and poised energy is working, Robbie.
It certainly is. It's a lovely yin and yang battle, isn't it? The firepower of the Ridge against the consistency of the Outriders. Oh, it's killer. Absolute killer. We're going to have a quick serve here. Yes, we are. Underarm. There. That's weird.
Yeah, there was a mistake there. That was the right side. It was +2. So when you hit a clean winner at Intense, you got to go back and play on the same side as the previous point. When the score is an odd number, you played on the add side. When the score adds up to an even number, you play on the deuce side. Big serve by Chang.
Only dream about having that sort of height behind my serve.
I'm right there with you, Robin.
Yeah. Vertically challenged. Can't really improve height, can you? You can improve forehands and backhands and volleys, but you can't really improve height.
I don't know. I've heard of some doctors. There's
behave yourself.
I haven't seen it come into sports yet, but I've seen some stuff on X.
I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Somewhere in Istanbul, there's some sort of clinic there, but you know, you can't improve height, but you can improve the firepower from the legs. That's the only thing that you can really help.
When you're talking about Turkey, I thought you were talking about improving your height with your hair.
With your hair, yep, you're right. Okay. What was I thinking?
Zoe Hammond here now in for Cabezas against Annabelle Thomas. Thomas, a veteran from last year, doing a great job with Team Jacksonville. When she lets that forehand go, that's when she's at her best, moving forward. A little bit tentative this season, so let's see if she can start to let it go. What's tough about Zoe Hammond is the heavy topspin that she uses to get it above the opponent's shoulders makes it very difficult and uncomfortable to attack.
And it's already difficult given the fact that she's a lefty, so you add that shape and you add that tough angle, and it's hard to really penetrate. That's the thing about Annabelle Thomas's forehand, is that it's quite flat, but it doesn't feel like it really penetrates through the ball.
And opens up the court. Thomas goes down the line, +1. Both these teams trying to get the championship weekend. They need to win tonight to keep their hopes alive. If the Ridge lose, they are out. If the Outriders lose, they could still mathematically alive next weekend. So the Ridge playing with a big sense of urgency. Annabelle Thomas, 2 points in a row off that forehand. Good serve there. Hammond runs around, crushes it. But great neutralizing defense. Going to go high above her shoulder. Finds another forehand to pin her into the ad corner. Slight change of pace, but that's where Annabelle Thomas likes it. Usually does not miss from there. She's going to be disappointed as they're down 13.
Zoe Hammond was doing a good job of being able to also just go right back middle. I'm a huge fan of just go deep middle until you find the opportunity to attack. And now Motosono back in action, took Thomas's spot.
I like the sub, but you know what I like even more is the timeout right now. Each team gets
from who?
From Ridge.
Just to break the momentum.
Yeah, down 13, just get things organized. You don't take these timeouts home with you. You have to win tonight. And you know how difficult that clock can be if you were down even 20. That clock will run hard against you. This is going to be an interesting sub for me. You're starting to run away a little bit from the Outriders. You could pull away. I mean, I would have liked to see the Outriders here actually try to get to a 20, 25-point lead. Putting Cabezas now. Brandy Walker has not seen a lot of tennis. Now, she has massive firepower. So if this goes well, it's going to go extremely well.
It was a delayed move forward, but it had the intended consequence. Just got on the R-line, didn't she?
Final minute before the second women's singles bolt. All three doubles, 4 mats to finish. Men's singles got the night started. Outriders came back in that second men's singles bolt to give them the lead. And then the women here have helped them expand it in his 12-point lead. Huge forehand by Brandy Walker. Motosono just trying to reach and just touch, but didn't make the full effort. And +2, that is massive.
That is so disheartening, but also just a lack of concentration there. Gotta wonder what happened with Motosono there. I mean, you have to intentionally hit that.
Too calm right there in that opportunity. And this is what we meant about Brandy Walker. When it goes well, it goes incredible. This is now up to 15. Sophie Chang coming in to save this final few seconds here. 11 seconds. Chang will play fast. Down 14. She wants to make this closer. Big point could generate momentum for her team going into the break. Big serve. Chip return. Sophie comes in off that back end down the line. Overhead opportunity. Oh, only +1, but the team's going to love it. Great way to stop that momentum, but the Outriders up by 13. We got the championship weekend on the line. Can the Ridge hang on when we come back with the second women's singles bowl?
Time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros.
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
and there are 7 bolts in every arc. Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone. There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Plus the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans. They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
Way to stay steady. Way to stay steady with them. If you got to go deep middle 3 balls until you get your shot, do it. They're not going to hurt you. Just don't go for too big of margins when you're playing offense. Okay. Make her pass you. Make her hit a winner.
Right back. Here we go. All right, great return. Good solid ground strokes, make them stay out there a long time. And then after you've hit those 7, 8, 9 balls, then you can start doing something more creative with an angle or a drop shot. But work that point. Work the point. All right.
Those are iHeartRadio mic'd up moments as we look at Coach Austin Roebuck coming in mid-season to help this team try to make that final championship weekend push. Outriders up 67-54, and every single player for the Outriders is positive in their plus-minus efficiency on the court.
This goes to show how stacked the team is in the lineup. In terms of confidence for your team, you just know that if you're not playing great, someone else is going to be able to deliver for you.
And the tough part for the men on the Ridge is that their top player is the one with the big minus. -9 for Youssef Rion. That's not what you want to see when it's a win-or-go-home scenario. 68-54 for the Outriders, up by 14. Sofia Cabezas from Venezuela is in, doing an incredible job representing Venezuela on the Pro Tour. One of the few, if not only, professional players out there, doing a great job coming also into the University of Tennessee and continuing their career after.
Also had a very emotional week after the 2 earthquakes that happened in Venezuela. She spoke about how she was trying to help, and she was playing for so much more than just her team. She felt as though she had her entire country behind her during those tough moments.
This is the second time we've seen these players that now they're conditioning themselves anytime they're on the run, just hit it down towards the ground. And you saw Motosono try to just drop that energy. Didn't even touch the ball +2. Cabezas drops her energy. The ball actually dropped in. So this is what you guys were talking about. You have to find balance between maintaining that natural instinct to play through the end of the point.
See, that's a tough one for me. Just as a former player and as a coach, I think I would still just tell my players, hey, even if you're not going to get it, just rip it. Get to it and make a play. Don't give it an opportunity to hit a +2, but you don't want to have that kind of mentality from your team.
I hear you. Absolutely. Bang on.
Sophie Chang is going to be in for Motosono. Outriders, one of the lowest fault teams on the league. They're in so many points all the time, and that's what helps them stay in all of these matches. Their fault rate as a team, only 11%. One of the best in the league, so they're just in it.
It's a big-time play. Chang's absolutely wrote that forehand.
Great return. Cabezas comes back strong.
Nothing can keep her down. Such a great attitude. Her bounce-back ability is one of the key ingredients of her game. It works so well in this format.
Deep middle return to inside-out forehand, but the deep middle back, look how it pushes Chang. And Cabezas completely neutralized, but Chang keeps swinging. Gets an approach opportunity, comes in off the net.
Oh! Cabezas with a little bit of magic. How has she won that point? Great defense.
Huge forehand return.
Changsta was not going to have that happen to her twice.
Bullying tactics, huh? The reset here from Cabezas, just taking her time.
Sophie Chang's one of those players. I remember playing her on the WTA Tour, and she's one of those that just doesn't give you rhythm. You just feel as though you're just having to react to her style. She doesn't really allow for you to play, and I just feel as though Cabezas is having to just weather the storm right now. She can either hit a winner, hit a mistake, and so you just have to weather it and also just stay true to your game as well.
Well, if anybody's fit to do it, this is just a natural part of Cabezas' game style, the way she just hangs in there. She can use that slice to defend and use the off pace. She has no problem just hanging out there and just waiting for you to out-hit yourself. But we'll see a substitution, as Hammond had a really good performance when she came in that first women's singles goal. She's +2 on the night, playing some great lefty tennis.
It'll be interesting to see how much height Hammond is able to produce, because that would be a nice target there for Sophie Chang. That would be the right timing if she times it well.
Good backhand down the line, that'll go over. Approach opportunity, Hammond guesses right. Reflex wide.
Go for a serve and volley here.
She's going to use that backhand and try to set it up, but caught it late. That one looked like it hurt her back. She had a little grimace on her face. Definitely hurt the back if you hit balls late in tennis. Good forehand. I think she's just fine.
I think that's what makes her so dangerous, is that she gets herself in position. She finds herself inside the baseline. She can produce some smoking winners like that.
Had the opening, missed that +2. Outriders up by 17. 4.5 minutes remaining before all three doubles comes in. The Ridge must win in order to stay alive for championship weekend. Outriders, if they win this and next weekend, they're automatically in and take that second spot in the West Conference.
That's a big serve there from the Changster, just going big out wide on the lefty backhand of Hammond. Got quite a lot of height on it.
Looks like Brandy Walker might actually be coming in. We see Coach O'Connell getting close to the scorer's table. There's Walker.
Well, Jeff, the biggest hits is, as far as the women are concerned, right here.
Coach O'Connell trying to match power with power. The power chain gets off pace with the slice. Looked really good, just didn't get over.
Brandy Walker is typically more a doubles player, is trying to really cement herself on the WTA tour. She's got such a big game, and she wants to find herself inside the baseline. It's just a matter of how many balls she can produce from the inside the net. Excuse me. It's just a matter of how many balls she can produce from the baseline.
Chang just trying to find some consistency. We've seen some great shots. Has not been able to play even a 4-point in a row of good quality. Big serve there, got 2 in a row. Within 12 with 3 minutes remaining, will Cabezas come in and go all the way up to that 12 minutes max rule that they have? Big serve to Walker. Walker gets it back. Good backhand down the line. Just pushes her back. Good movement by Chang with the open stance off the net.
Can you believe it? All the good work that the Changster's been bringing to the fore and done by 2.0 off the net court. That hurts.
Annabelle Thomas comes in, but she'll drop that forehand short. Walker comfortable using the slice to set up the hit.
I think this is the play here for Annabelle Thomas, is just go neutralizing middle, wait for Brandy Walker to out-hit herself here.
There she is, just getting out of control. They will not give her any more time. Cabezas has the time remaining in her clock, so she will be able to ride this out. They're up by 12. It's going to be very important 2 minutes for both teams before coming into doubles. Approach inside in. Does she touch it? Yes.
You were the coach of the Ridge now. What would you settle for at the end of this bolt? What would the points differential be that you would be happy with right now? If I gave you 10 points, would you take it?
Yes.
You would?
I'd take it.
Okay.
I would take it, but right now, I mean, Chang has about 1.5 minutes. I would put her back in.
Okay.
She's the best player that might be able to get this closer. Annabelle Thomas is not going to out-hit and out-rally Cabezas here. I don't think this is a good match, but I see Roebuck coaching up Chang. I think he's got to throw her in after this point.
I think he's also just looking at the clock just to make sure that when Chang comes in, she can just go for the remainder. She still has about 1.5 minutes left.
That's a big serve by Cabezas, and that's from the power of Chang, the way that she's been attacking. Cabezas knew she had to go for a little too much. Big serve, even better return. Down the line, Cabezas is always going to get there. She's always there.
I mean, such good defense.
With a player like that, you just have to finish at the net. You have to expect them to get there. You always got to be ready to come to the net. If not, you're going to be overhitting from the baseline.
Especially if you see that racket face go up, that's exactly when you have to just attack it with your feet.
Just a single point. Oh, here comes the quick serve. Is it going to be an underarm? No, it's not.
I was waiting for it, Robbie. I've been just itching for someone to do it.
Final 20 seconds here, 3 points in a row for Cabezas, and a big moment getting into mixed doubles, not only expanding the lead, but the momentum building. Chance to try to sneak one out. Let's see if she can get a +2 and just bring things the other way. Can she get it to within 13? That serve did not drop in. She looked a little bit tired right there, but Robbie, what do you think about how that women's singles finished?
Well, I think the Outriders will be delighted. I think they've got enough of a gap. They've done well. Good subs. They'll be very happy with the position they're in right now.
Coach O'Connell just happy with the consistency across the board. Up by 16. We got men's doubles, women's doubles, and mixed doubles to finish when we come back.
I don't feel like an underdog at all.
An underdog, ooh.
Maybe I would say dark horse. Yeah, I've always considered myself one.
No, I'm not an underdog. I've been doing this for too long. I feel like a favorite for myself coming into this, and also just my teammates. If we do our jobs and we just compete and play for each other, we're the favorites here.
People think that because I'm smaller than everyone else, but no. When I step on the court, I try to be confident and think that I'm going to win. I like to go low-key about my business.
An underdog? Well, I mean, I would kind of say I would be like the Tom Brady of the league. You know, I got drafted 4th, and, you know, there's probably no big expectations of me, but when I'm out on court, I always give my best and willing to put on a show.
I haven't competed in over a year, so maybe nobody's really seen me play in a while, but I never consider myself an underdog. When I step on the court, I feel like I can compete against anyone.
I prefer not to be seen. You know, it's just being in the shadow, working my ass off, and then just going out there and showing what I practice for.
So I was the last pick in the draft. That means I'm Mr. Irrelevant, but we're gonna make Team Freeze relevant for this year's Intense season. We have the #1 pick in the draft on our team with Carousel. My boy, Raul, absolutely loving it. But as a team, since it is a team sport, I see us as one of the favorites. We have the best team name, we have the best team chemistry.
Let's go Freeze! Let's go Freeze!
So I don't feel like an underdog at all.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
This is Pro Tennis Built Different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
We are headed to the first practice, well, the first practice that I've ever seen of the Outriders, which is very excited. I get to meet the players. I've met a few of them at the draft, but here we go, get to meet the team. Is it weird that I'm kind of nervous? Outriders unite! All right. Hey, good to see you.
Good to see you.
What's up, guys? Good to see you, yeah. Good to see you, yeah. It's the effort that counts. Don't focus on the results. That's the process.
Great coaching, huh?
Yeah, right. The important thing is everyone's friends afterwards. I am very impressed with our team. I really like everybody. I see some very winning personalities. Hey, there she is. Here you go. I'm in the way, clearly, so let's get out of here. That was cool. I think I'm gelling with the team.
We welcome you back to Intense Tennis on a Saturday night, and you just saw the one and only Shep Rose checking out the Outriders practice not all that long ago. Pulse partner for the Outriders. Hold on, I got to get through the list here. Now an author of 2 books.
2 books.
And the latest one was something in moderation.
Nothing in moderation.
I almost said everything in moderation. It's
read
nothing.
it? Are you gonna
I
read
do, yes. But can you give us a tease?
Yeah, I mean, it's about me going down to Costa Rica and doing ayahuasca. Do you know what that is?
I don't.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, it's the Aaron
famously did
Rodgers
it.
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, then I do know. I
yeah.
mean, to a degree.
And certain other celebrities and Chelsea Handler and Andre 3000.
Yeah, it's so worth writing a book about.
Yeah, he's an Atlanta guy.
Of course. Well, and you'll be here on Wednesday, July 22nd, doing a meet and greet, book signing.
In a little under a week's time. I'll be here, meet and greet, book signing. It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Intense is great.
And
You're
then
back
also,
again.
can I comment that I'm going to the Braves game on Monday night with my team, the Outriders, and we're going to have a damn good time because I love my team.
I love that. And we're working.
Winning.
Well, exactly. What have they done so well tonight that you've been watching?
Yes. Okay. Here's the deal. We're 3-3. If we win tonight, I think it's like a playoff invitation.
You're on it.
Yeah.
You've done a really good job. Hey, how is your tennis game these days?
I used to be okay, but
Got older?
No.
It happens to all of us, Shep. Don't worry.
I thought that hitting it over the fence was what I wanted to do when I was. Yeah, and no, that's baseball. Yeah.
Yeah. In between the white lines over the net.
Correct.
That's all you got to do, though. That's it.
I'm not in between the lines in any walk of life. So.
This is so true. Well, Intense format, what are you enjoying the most about it, though? Is it the fans? Is it the screaming, the yelling, the trash talking? What is it?
I just like how it's fast-paced and the points. It's just so different, and it's really made for today's world, which is like sound bites and all that.
All about entertaining. And you just recently did the Oreo entertainment of In Between Bolts. What? I hate to tell you how silly you look, but how did that go?
Let's not talk about it, honestly. It's a low point of my maybe life. I'm kidding.
We can go back to the book if you want to talk about that instead. No, but the most challenging part, were you supposed to work it down basically to...
I got it on my eye and then thought I could shift it over. I can safely say it's the first time I've ever tried such a bold act.
Well, we give you credit for at least trying. That's what the book's all about, right? Giving it a shot.
Yes, saying yes. Say yes.
See what I did there? Full circle moment.
Yeah.
Shep, thank you so much. We look forward to Wednesday.
You're welcome.
Guys.
Thank you, Kelly. Shep Rose there, the Pulse partner for the Outriders, watching his team get up by 100-79 on the far side. Zhao Xiaolin and Stefan Menicella, who did not play a minute in singles, but he is in for doubles with the size, the movement, the power. And on the near side, we've got Youssef Rion and Gabriel Cucalon for the Ridge, who need to win tonight to stay alive. But here's going to be the tough part for both of these teams. So the Ridge are minus 35 on the season when it comes to men's doubles. But the Outriders, minus 23. So neither of these teams have had a lot of success to build on in men's doubles, but somebody's going to win tonight.
Yeah, I think as far as the Outriders are concerned, if they can just keep it neutral in this bolt, they'll be pretty happy. Just maintain the lead. What they don't want to do is give up ground.
Well, Menicella's been in and out of the lineup, played over at University of Pepperdine. Him and Joaquin Benoit been trading. Sometimes they go a little bit more doubles focused with Menicella. Sometimes they go singles focused. You see the hands he has there. Rion, the All-American Gabriel Cucalon.
Boys bringing it.
Okay, you guys, that was a showcase of athleticism, of reaction, of reflexes. I mean, look at the angles these guys are producing.
Youssef Rion was #2 in the country when at Florida State in doubles, an All-American. You see the skills showing right now.
I just love the fearlessness from both Menicella and Rihan. We have a timeout here.
I just wanted to call that because they were kind of getting in a rhythm there. Since we are up, okay, when it's our serve, take a few more seconds to spin that off of the clock a little bit. Just take a few more seconds, just breathe. Okay, you're your best when you're close to the net, especially when the other guy, not Yusuf, the other one, when he's returning, be all over that. And anytime he gets the ball, all over it. Play him more, just because you'll have those opportunities and you'll be able to put it away. But stay up there. All right, so let's use this 20 seconds to let them cool off and regroup.
It's high level. Very good.
It is very high level.
Irina, what do you think about that from Coach O'Connell?
I just love the smile that's coming off Coach O'Connell, and she kept it simple. She said, take your time. She does not want to give up the lead. She is utilizing the score and utilizing the clock. Had nothing to do with tennis, and I think that that's so special. Less was more there, and let's see if they're able to execute that.
There you go. That's an assist, but give Connell a point there. I think it's definitely a +1.
Yes.
On her efficiency rating.
I think so much of those timeouts has to do just with timing. She's noticed that they were getting a little bit of rhythm there from the Ridge side. They were starting to pick up a few points, and she stopped it immediately.
Outriders up by 20. Zhao Xiaolin, one of the most decorated players ever to come out of University of Texas San Antonio from Brazil, did a great job transitioning to that hardcourt tennis in college. And Menechella had that volley, just mishit it. Ridge, 5 minutes remaining before women's doubles, mixed doubles to finish. Sam Nicholson, the singles specialist, has not seen a lot of doubles action, and a great +2 by Cucalone.
That's exactly the kind of shot that Cucalone has to hit. You want to utilize the Rion serve. You want to stay active at the net.
Great movement by Cucalone, and that's the difference between him and Nicholson. Cucalone is so comfortable at the net, moving, coaching, had a lot of success at North Carolina Central, bringing that into doubles. You didn't see him a lot in singles because Nicholson has a little bit more firepower. He's got a better serve, but Cucalone brings that doubles awareness.
And the fact that he's a lefty, that always adds a little bit of a layer of just discomfort to your opponent.
Two points there for the Ridge. 108.92, cleanup time by Cucalone. Body forehand, Rion goes back behind him, net goes over, double bounce. Ooh, how many lets have gone over for the Outriders tonight?
It's a double bounce on the net. You don't see that too often.
I don't know what was more impressive, the double bounce or the fact that Rion actually touched it.
Yeah.
Just look at the swing right there, right? The Ridge trying to build on some momentum, and then that let goes over, then they lose the next one. It's just, they're trying to throw out the kitchen sink, and they just keep getting deflated.
And the tricky part, too, is that you have a little over 3.5 minutes left. You want to make sure that you find the rhythm off your serve. You don't want to give faults like that, but you also want to try and be a little bit more aggressive, both with the serve and the volley and the poaching. Such a catch-22, Robbie.
Yeah, my biggest thought about the serve is that if you don't make it, you lose the point 100% of the time, right?
Yes.
So give yourself a shot. You've got to give yourself a shot.
Good serve, angle pass. Cucalone gets the defend down the line. Menechella reflect back. All four at the net.
Oh, good eye. Great eye. Good tennis all around, gentlemen.
Robbie, you're talking about that fault, and that was one of the things that just crushed the Ridge a couple of nights ago. Yusuf alone had 14 faults by himself, and they only lost that by a couple points. Now, bringing some of these faults into it tonight. 3 so far. He needs to stay solid the rest of the way.
J1, do you think it's because a lot of the players think about the possibility of losing the point on a weak serve to a 2-pointer?
Yes.
They're manufacturing something in their head that might not even manifest, right? It's crazy.
And that's where they're playing out of fear as opposed to confidence within themselves.
Oh, that's world class. Absolute worldie.
Definitely no fear there. Zanicella just reading that serve like a book and taking it a few steps early. Nobody home down the line.
Cucalone, I think the matchup I would like to see and the way they use this lineup, I would love to see any time that somebody has to return on the outside, you put Nicholson at the back. When it's time to serve, you put Nicholson. And then when it's this setup right here, I would love to see Nicholson serving with Youssef cleaning up. I want Cucalone in at the net to clean up off of Youssef's serve. I would love to see a lot more dynamics right now. That's the cleanup you want. Imagine you have a serve like Nicholson. That's a big plus too. Let's see if they can ride it. Down 15. Good cleanup, miss hit over.
It's out. Just a little heavy-handed, sorry.
The lead serve to Rion. He'll take it on the rise right at Zanicella, but couldn't get it in. Good presence by the Tau, moving left and right.
He just makes the court so much smaller. He's standing inches from the net. You just feel as though you have to hit an incredible return to go past him.
Final 45 seconds. Cucalone goes all the way back, but that's a third forehand missed return. Not even giving them a chance. That's right. That would be Nicholson's beautiful backhand.
Yeah, good shout.
Big forehand at Cucalone. They're just targeting there. Final 20 seconds. Outriders 19-point lead with women's doubles coming up. The best performance we've seen from the Outriders in men's doubles this season. Rion has that overhead opportunity. Tags the Tau.
He has worn the Wilson tattoo.
Final point, kick to the backhand. Cucalone looked to poach, forces it line. And the frustration from Rion, understanding that was a big bolt that they needed to try to get it closer. The pressure only increases as this night goes on, as the Ridge try to stay in championship condition. But the Outriders are in control. We'll be back with women's doubles.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Intense is brought to you by Solaris, founding partner and official focus and education partner of Intense. Back inside the Intense Arena, Outriders versus Ridge, trying to get the championship weekend here. See, the Outriders are 3-3, Ridge 2-4, but still alive if they can muster a win. Outriders, they lose, they're still in it, but they're gonna need help. But if they win out, they fully control their destiny. The Inferno clinched their spot last night in a great performance, but now these two teams are going at it. Someone that's trying to help them get there is that MVP candidate, Sofia Cabezas, doing a great job tonight. 31 points for the team, plus 10 overall. Just a really solid performance. And I thought just a good matchup to go against the power of Sophie Chang. And now she's going to be in alongside Brandy Walker, where traditionally we have seen Sofia Cabezas with Zoe Hammond, so something different coming from Coach O'Connell.
I like to see it. Brandy Walker is very comfortable on the doubles court, and that's where she's trying to excel on the WTA doubles tour. It's all a matter of finding the right partner. She's one that's trying to be aggressive with her volley. She'll be looking to poach very early on.
Cabezas really comfortable using that lob in doubles consistently.
think it's one of the most underutilized shots in women's doubles. It's such a good neutralizer, especially if you have someone that's standing quite close to the net. You take him out of the equation with the topspin lob.
Chang's fifth fault so far alongside Kiana Motosono. Goes for that forehand return. Motosono a little too far back to poach. Cabezas closer, but still doesn't matter. Volley goes to the net.
This is where it's very important here for the Outriders to just not let go of any kind of lead. This is where O'Connell would have told him in between bolts, hey, just make sure you take your time every time we're serving. Just try and take that clock right to 0.
Chang making her presence be felt at the net. Did a great job in women's doubles. The last time she came out, she is ready to pounce in that I formation.
You see the lob again, just taking Sophie Chang out of the equation. She can be so aggressive and so dangerous.
Just got a quick text message from Sarah Arani to say thanks to Arena for keeping the lob alive.
She's such a great advocate of the lob. And you know another thing about them, they have no problem doing 2 back, both on the return and on the serve, Robbie.
I mean,
whatever it takes to win.
I mean, also the underhand serve as well. We remember a few years ago when Arani had a little bit of the yips on the serve, and she decided to go for the underhand. I love that.
Kick serve by Walker. Motosono tries to run around, but got put in a very difficult position. Outriders up 125 to 105. Ridge are still within striking distance. If they can get this to within 10 in mixed doubles, Motosono will take that. Big +1.
Now you can see Cabezas actually giving the thumbs up to Brandy Walker there for just touching the ball, not giving them the +2.
Huge return, better volley. Lob goes over, the point resets. Cabezas with the poach. Chang is ready. Goes again. Lob, this is going to be short. Going to be so short, it threw her off.
Bit of a miscommunication there. Looked as though Sofia Cabezas was going to go for the forehand there and then moved around it.
Tried to sneak that serve wide. Point goes towards the Outriders. 7 minutes remaining for mixed doubles. Off-pace kick, Motosono in a better position this time. Every time Chang is trying to poach, they go for the lob. Look at that, Chang, they're just completely taking her out of it. Didn't need to go wide, you just go down the middle. Not gonna hit a winner with a lob.
Yeah, you're not trying to beat the opponent for width, are you?
There from Sofia Cabezas, fully committed to the down the line shot. Motosono nobody was home for this one. Gave her plenty of room to work with here.
Much better return, catches Walker off the back foot. High formation, Chang moves left, but then goes back in the middle. Motosono's gonna cover. Reflex, opportunity for +2. They get, no.
See, but I like that. I love the fact that you're not missing the overhead. Even though you just get the +1, you take care of the overhead.
Good return down the line. Walker covers it to get it back deep. Cabezas comfortably stays back. Another great lob to reset. That lob's not good enough. +2 for the Outriders. And I just keep thinking about all these points you've seen tonight. The lets that have gone the way of the Outriders. When they have an opening, they take the +2. For the Ridge, the let doesn't go over. When they have the opportunity, it's only +1 or they just miss it. I feel like the Ridge are right there. It's just these opportunities are going all the way of the Outriders.
Yeah, you've got to play your moments well in this format, don't you? I mean, the number of faults that we've seen come from Chang are a lot.
6 already for this arc.
Good read to go down the line. Beautiful lob to reset the point by Walker. They're just going back and forth here. Another lob missed wide. 131, 113. Clear game plan here to just take Sophie Chang out of it by using the lob. At what point does she actually fake the post, move forward, and just go back first to take the overhead? We'll have to wait to find out as the Ridge will take a timeout.
The only thing with Sophia, if the ball's wide to her forehand, watch the line. If it's wide, watch the line. And when she lobs, if you can get there, by all means, take it on the rise. If you can get there. If you can't and you're way on this corner, then you just throw it up as much as you can. But if you notice her going up to the lob, cut that angle off and take it on the rise because you don't want to give them an overhead. Okay?
You want me to stay back on the serve? Like that? All right. Is it in 1, 2,
on
or 3?
what?
You're 7. I think it's 2. You want me to just stay back and then take a swing while I come in? Yay! The ball is in.
Let's not do it right away. I want to see how she does it.
If she does it, I might stay back.
Yeah. Because she's not doing it off the return as much.
And Robbie, Coach Roebuck, just really trying to figure out how to defend the lob.
Yep, absolutely. I think, first of all, I would just tell Chang to be a little less aggressive closing down the net. I mean, she's got her nose right on top of the net.
I think you're totally right, or maybe just start off 2 back if you're going to be doing the lob and then find yourself inside.
More than anything, I would just love to see the Ridge just pick up their energy right now. Your season's on the line. It's quiet over there.
Yep.
Every point needs to be championship point right now.
I think that also has a lot to do with the fact that Coach Roebuck is coming in. This is only his 2nd arc. There's a lot of uncertainty still coming into a new team.
I think you have these players that have played all season. You have Sam Nicholson and Annabelle Thomas who were here last year. They know this format. They know what it takes. You don't have to be the coach to be the leader.
Completely agree.
Zoe Hammond in alongside Cabezas. That leftiness bringing a different matchup. And those are those openings, those opportunities that they just cannot convert.
Just felt as though she lost her footing there and also just lost sight of the ball. Once again, the fundamentals are so important. You got to keep your eye on the ball, not focus on where you want to go with it.
There's definitely been a drop in level here over the last few minutes. That's a good return. No, that just wide. Zoe Hammond surprised at that call. Going for the Ridge no matter. 135, 119. They need a run here in these last 2.5 minutes. Good volley by Chang, but she overcloses again. Fortunately, that lob goes wide. Again, the topspin lob.
It's a bit of a miscommunication there. I don't think Hammond intentionally meant to hit it that good. You can see visibly frustrated there from Motosono. That's the highest part of the net. Very low percentage return.
Good redirect. She tries to force the middle. The reset, a lob not good enough, but Cabezas covers well, still only +1.
Good reaction there from Motosono. Saw that Cabezas was going to go for the lob. The moment you see your opponent start really loading off that left leg, that's when the lob usually comes.
Oh, solid.
So many shots I've seen go down line from the Ridge, but I haven't seen Outriders actually poaching a lot. Good lefty serve. There's their use of trying to use the lob, goes off the side of the line. Motosono one more time. Hammond's gonna have to go back. Chang over closes, but swinging volley by Motosono. Reflex back by Cabezas off the back line.
That was an incredible reflex there from Cabezas, and I think Motosono played that well, played it right at the feet. It was just too good of hands from Cabezas.
Big return cross court, solid. Final 45 seconds before mixed doubles. Championship weekend on the line for both of these teams. Can the Ridge make a comeback to keep their season alive? Heavy forehand, that goes long. Do they play quick?
They need to do whatever they can to accumulate points now.
Topspin lob again. Continues to neutralize Chang at the net from poaching. Just continues to overclose, Robbie.
They're going to win that point, but if you look at the first lob, it bounced just past the surface line, right? There's no ways that should be getting over a head.
2, 1, just gets that toss off in time. Goes there, couple points in a row. Down by 16, but Irina, they got a shot.
I think they definitely do, but it's just going to be a matter of how solid and who is Coach Roebuck going to choose for the male? That's going to be my biggest question mark.
Well, somebody's going to need to step up. Outriders, been solid all year. Can they be solid for 10 more minutes? Get one step closer to championship weekend.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
$141-125. Outriders with a 16-point lead. Ridge with a quick little run there. They need to do everything to stay alive for championship weekend, July 31st. 4 teams will make it, top 2 in each conference. First place will play the second place in the opposite conference. And then those winners will meet on August 1st, 7 p.m. Saturday night for the biggest primetime event of this season, championship on August 1st. But for now, these two teams got to make a big push. Sofia Cabezas in. She continues to be in mixed doubles with Zhao Xiaolin right now, but she's had a great night so far. Just a great matchup, I think, to go up against Sophie Chang and the power she had. 41.5 points on the night, plus 8 overall. Just very smart tennis as well, the way she used the lobs and doubles to continue to neutralize Chang trying to poach and clean up +2s, prevented that from happening. But now she's got 10 minutes to get through with Zhao Xiaolin on the near side, Kiana Motosono in with Youssef Rion. And I think for the Ridge, they have an interesting dilemma because the Sophie Chang, she's 50 in the world in doubles, an incredible job. But the thing is, she is the top 2 players with Youssef Rion. And when you look at their mixed doubles, when they are on the court together, they're actually a terrible pairing. They're minus 29 on the season, but those are your top 2 players.
Yeah, it's crazy to just think about, because sometimes you can have 2 of the best doubles players, but that does not mean that they're going to mix. But hey, they're going to give it a shot right now and see if finally something has clicked between these 2.
You have to think it's going to work at some point after Zhao Xiaolin hits that angle forehand winner. Down by 20, now or never. Backhand return goes wide.
And Sophie Chang wouldn't have had played a lot of mixed doubles throughout her career, and so it's always an interesting dynamic of having to play with a female, and for Sophie Chang having to play with a male.
And that return struggled a lot a couple nights ago, getting up above the shoulder, just couldn't find the rhythm, the footwork to bring it down, missed at least 5 returns just within a few minutes. Just can't find it just yet. Xiaolin serves to Chang.
Xiaolin's got such a good hopper, hasn't he?
Quick timeout for the Ridge, but I think a smart time to get collected.
I would say right now, it's just on the returns, just get way up close. Stay right on the baseline on the returns when they're kicking it up on the back end. And just single sideline. Single sideline for the returns. Here we go.
Amy, very quick, why not? Things are going very well as the Outriders won the first 7 points here in mixed doubles, and I think a little bit of that you see Youssef trying to protect the line from Ceoline, just got caught, then thought, wait, no, I should take the middle too, and just kind of overthinking, understanding the moment, trying to bring out his best, but I think trying to do a little bit too much. And we've seen that from Youssef at times this season, trying to overplay to make up for the score.
Yeah. Well articulated. You should do some more commentary. Been an absolute pleasure being alongside you guys, JY and Arena. Thanks for putting up with me for 2 days.
The pleasure is all ours. So much fun to have you here. I'm glad we have 8.5 minutes. Wouldn't mind if they call a few extra timeouts. You know, this topic goes down so we get some extra time to work together. But the Outriders right now are rolling with a 24-point lead at the most important moment. 8 minutes left.
You can see Xiaoling right there, just taking his time and almost going for Rion's head there.
Yeah, I think that was more frame than string.
Thank you very much, say the Ridge.
I think for Chang, I mean, that's going to be her 7th fault, but not a lot of spin, right? It needs a little bit more shape, a little bit more margin. She's trying to go big, but definitely bringing down that margin for error. And Youssef, wow!
That was a good play. It was going out. He knew it was going out, but he thought, I'm going to get the 2 points with the angle. He was able to pull it off.
Somebody give me that still shot so I can put it up on my wall, because that was a straight athlete, but that gets wiped out by that forehand return.
That's incredible redirect, and the fact that Xiaoling gave himself so much margin, Sophie Chang just needs to not give up that line, especially off the return.
Huge kick goes up above the shoulder of Chang. Rihanna a little bit more patient this time.
Oh, good at the wheels. Ridiculously good wheels from Ceoline.
I would just love to see Kukulon just give a different look to the Ridge, to the Outriders right now.
Good volley. Ceoline covers to make it only +1.
Are you guys surprised how much time the Ridge is taking in between times?
The only thing I'd say is Chang is making too many faults. Don't rush. I mean, it has to go in now. So if it's going to take you 1 or 2 seconds longer to make sure you get that serve, and you've got to do it.
Kick out ride. Rion gets a good return back. They go cross court. Ceoline just covers the middle. Moves back to prevent the +2. Inside out. +2 Ridge.
That's huge shot there from Rion, just being so patient, finding the angle.
4 points in a row. High formation, Chang's ready to go. Kick out wide. Oh, Chang would have loved to have that one. She goes this time. Too much power, did not get the angle. 5 points in a row.
Little run here for the Ridge. Would be surprised if Coach O'Connell calls a timeout soon.
6 points in a row, but interesting for Rion to go that big, that risky. More off-pace Cabeza, 7 points in a row.
Coach O'Connell's looking at the clock here. 7 was enough. Sometimes 8 is enough.
I just wanted to slow this down. He was kind of on a roll there. When she's in that heavy rally with Youssef, try to talk if you can, because I'd love for you to help her out on those ones in the middle, okay? Other than that, just keep being active up there and let's keep the energy up. Last few minutes, work hard. Work hard. Okay?
I love to hear that from Coach O'Connell. Once again, just trying to disrupt the rhythm, didn't want to give him too much confidence. She noticed that the Ridge were getting a little bit fired up there, so she just wanted to stop the bleeding. And then I love the fact that she didn't even talk tennis at all. She just said, hey, make sure you communicate, work hard, and bring it.
My favorite thing about Coach O'Connell is how she picks her moments and changes her tone of voice depending on what's happening. Yeah. Saw her earlier in the night just be totally calm and collected. Understanding the urgency there after the run the Ridge made and where they are in the arc. Talking faster, a little bit more higher pitch, higher energy to bring that urgency. So great coaching by O'Connell, but the Ridge continue to come at him. 9 points in a row.
It's a huge run right here. Very impressed with Rion's serve, and why did I even say anything, guys?
This is going to be a big point. The Ridge can get back on serve. That kick goes to Rion. He gets it through the middle, but Xiaoling was ready to help thanks to the coaching of O'Connell. Overplays it line. Chang to serve. They're down 16, 4.5 minutes remaining. What an effort.
Take her time here.
That's more spin, but didn't get the acceleration.
It's just so disheartening.
Where they made their run with Rion serving, but it ended with the fault.
What they would give now for another 9 or 10 points in a row.
There's one.
Down by 15.
They won 9 points in a row in less than 2 minutes, so there's time here. Oh no, that's the opportunity for +2. They'll take one. Good serve out wide, Chang volley through the middle.
Big miss. Big miss from Yusuf.
Outriders will go a little bit slower, take some clock.
Yeah, she's got a 2-baller.
Momentum. This is how quickly it can shift in this league.
Such a pressure reliever, isn't it?
Yes.
Solid play by Cabezas. Hanging in there when Rion continued to target, and then Cielon got his opportunity to finish. 160 to 142. This is it.
Opportunity here for the Changsta. See if she's able to, a little bit of kick here.
That's a much better serve.
Oh, the gap was there.
At the court.
You got to poach here if you're Rion. You just got to get up the line. That's going to be too late.
It's a huge return there from Xiaoling.
Yeah, the Outriders have got just enough wriggle room. I'm just waiting for that replay from earlier today. About 20 minutes, maybe 40 minutes ago. JY was giving me a hard time.
I wasn't giving you a hard time. I was just making sure that we were recording this for later.
We are, and I've got it on loud replay.
Rion with another tough fault. 162, 147. The Ridge with this are just going to have to come back next week and play for a lot of prize. Definitely extra prize money. Obviously trying to make a strong statement for next year's draft and where each player can fall within their positions.
Too true.
For the Outriders, they still need to win one more time. They control their destiny to get to that July 31st semifinal.
And that's a great position to be in, right?
Absolutely, and I think the fact that Sofia Cabezas has proven just so solid, both in the singles and in the doubles, so instrumental for getting so many points.
And what I really liked about the Outriders tonight is they found something with Craig and Xiaoling and the back and forth between the serving and returning.
It's unbelievable.
Very new for them, first time this season, and what a time to find it as the season's rolling down.
Brilliant. strategy that was introduced there.
Huge +2 there from Brandy Walker. I love to see that everybody's getting some playing time tonight for the Outriders.
There you go. Stefan Menicella, he comes in to finish this for the final 30 seconds. Changrian stayed in. They're going to play hard to the finish. Menicella goes down the line, and he's just going to add to it.
Thanks for coming.
What a way to say good night. Walker tosses it up one more time. Menicella with the drop volley. Topspin lob. Rion will get there. A +2 that won't make much of a difference, but the Outriders going to solidify their one big step being closer to that championship weekend. A big win by them as we look at tonight's prize money powered by Payment Labs. $9,000 going to that team. Is that they have worked really hard to come back after their previous performance in Irina. Just a solid start and finish.
It was complete domination, especially in the doubles. I thought that it was very close in the singles. I think Coach Roebuck is still just trying to adjust to his players, understanding the rules, when to substitute, when to change up the rhythm, but just so impressed with the way that Coach O'Connell was able to manage and lead her team. And it really just set the tone from men's singles, and Sofia Cabezas came in and women's singles was able to take care of business. And then in the doubles, it was just very impressive. But Sofia Cabezas, she's definitely going to be the player that was locked in all aspects tonight. Everything was working. She was utilizing the lob beautifully. It was great.
Yeah, no surprise, she's our Solaris lock-in play. We'll go down to Kelly Kroll with Amy O'Connell.
Thanks a lot, Coach O'Connell. This was a big arc for you guys. Moving to 4-3, certainly next week you can solidify a playoff spot, but tonight to watch your group evolve the way they did, what did that mean for you?
Oh, that was great. It was a great team effort. They brought energy, they brought excitement. They were ready to play tonight. I'm so proud of this team.
When I asked that a little bit, we witnessed and got to hear you mic'd up, of course, with your two men's singles players, and they kind of went back and forth as to what they wanted to do with your input as well. How did you like how that played out here tonight and what it could mean for you guys moving forward?
Yeah, I thought it was very effective. We do a lot of that in practice, so they're used to kind of coming in and coming out for each other at different times, or maybe one of them taking the return or one of them being the server, so they're used to that. They wanted to try it, said yes, and the rest is history. No, they did a great job, and I think just changing it up like that is really effective.
The communication between Corey and Zhao. And then as far as your women, what they did here tonight, Cabezas just continues to show you what she has. She's in the MVP race. What is her ceiling?
Oh, she's a great player. And she played very solid tonight, no matter who she was matched up with. She stuck to the game plan, performed well, but so did Zoe and Brandy. They came in when she was out and pulled their weight, so great effort by the girls tonight.
Well, Coach, enjoy this win. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, thank you.
Guys.
Coach O'Connell rocking the cowboy hat as we see Brandy Walker and Stefan Menicella got to ride that victory out as the clock went to zeros. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we'll recap the Ridge versus the Outriders.
Definitely Max. The guy won't shut up. It's Max Benson, for sure.
Who's the most annoying player? Max Spence.
Definitely Max.
Lob.
Yeah, I'm really him.
Lob. Lob. Give it some
shit. Hey, I'm really him.
Who is Max Benson? I live open, like, in every way, just because, you know, some people aren't, like, comfortable with themselves. Some people are worried about what others are thinking. Like, for me, I'm 100% myself. You're either going to like me or you're going to hate me.
Yeah! He's a boss!
He's just a guy from Albany, New York, who loves tennis, loves to play intense tennis in particular, and scream at everyone at any waking moment.
Come on, number one overall!
He's just a pretty easygoing, loves video games, loves to play sports, loves to rock climb. I played basketball, I played baseball, I played soccer, dabbled in cross country.
Where did talking start for you?
Basketball. Absolutely.
Is that responsible for most of your development?
I would say so. And my dad, even though he'll say he doesn't talk trash. You're not supposed to talk trash. You're supposed to be nice to all.
But you're not.
Depends on the moment.
How do you miss the forehand,
You've annoyed people. Who annoys you?
Well, I mean, I really just block it out, because if I'm gonna dish it, I got to be able to take it. And the whole goal is to get a reaction out of someone. So you're not gonna get a reaction out of me.
Hey, stick to the code.
I would love to talk Max, but God, we're on the same team.
I mean, on the daily, she tells me, don't touch me. She said, don't talk to me. Don't come near me. I don't want to play doubles with you. I mean, anything you can think of, she said it.
Oh yeah, I'm fully abusing Max's presence in practice.
So mean.
Does it rattle around in your head? Does it affect you?
Absolutely. But we keep trying. I'm persistent. I got to Bush too. Bush and Big D. I was in their head. I was in there. Every time Delana was at the net, ready to get the volley in doubles, I would say something and she's over there just like, and that's how you know you're in there.
This kick smashes ass! Do you think players would say that you're compensating for lack of court time by being annoying?
I mean, you have to fill in the holes. I think whether I was on the court, based on my 2 minutes of court time, on or off the court, I'm still talking trash, still loud.
How many times do I get told to shut the F up tonight?
Like, do I think I'm annoying? Absolutely. Anything that I'm doing, like if something goes well, I almost feel like I can't contain myself.
Dialed. Locked in is not the right term. I'm dialed.
I'm never going over a line. Like when I'm talking trash, and I think that's part of the reason why it just keeps flowing. Whatever happens that's what I'm talking about. Like it's not like I'm talking about your ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or your mom. Like I'm just talking about what happens.
They can't even make the serve!
But if they take anything that I say personally, then it could end bad. But yeah, there's always that concern there that if you have no idea who I am or how I act, you're gonna be like, what's wrong with this guy? If I wake up in the morning and I have no voice, then I go on the court and scream and I still have no voice. And then my teammates are like, wow, he really is annoying. Imagine what the opponents think.
Cracking the game, got the codes and the glitch. New York, I knew to the sport. Getting out of my deal, they was selling me short. You win on my enemy's board. Look at the score.
This is Pro Tennis Built Different. Intense. Tennis turned up.
Back inside the Intense Arena as the Outriders do a 168-152 victory over the Ridge, putting themselves one step closer to championship weekend. We take a look at these standings to see how things have moved. The Outriders in second place at 4-3. The Ridge dropped to 2-5. They've officially been eliminated, though they do have a big one coming up next weekend. But the Outriders, if they win, they control their destiny into that championship weekend on Friday, July 31st. First place from the West Conference plays the second place from the East Conference and vice versa for the other semifinal. And they come back for that Saturday night, 7 p.m., August 1st championship finale. But still a lot that can be happening. But first, let's just finish talking about tonight. And Robbie, we look at the Outriders, great win.
It certainly was. They did a lot of things right. And I think in particular when Corey and Zhao started the rotation, we saw one of the most tactical acumens we've seen in the league so far. I thought the way they dovetailed off one another was outstanding. It seemed to throw the Ridge for a little bit of a loop. And I think that saw the momentum change. And it was right around that time that they started just gone in the momentum. And once you've got the momentum in the scoring format, it's so difficult to reel the opposition in. And I thought the way the boys handled themselves there was superb. Then, of course, you've got Sophia, who's playing so well as well. She's contributing. So many people are contributing at such important stages. And we've said it so often. When you get the right moments and you hit at the right moments, it makes such a big difference in the scoring.
Yeah, and a solid performance. The entire team top to bottom, only one player was in a negative, and it was -1. So everybody could be counted on at some point in time, but for the Ridge, they couldn't find anybody to really step up, Irina.
They really couldn't, and I think that it was just a lot of pressure for Sophie Chang. She hasn't been playing great. She had a great arc last week, but the thing is her health. We just don't know if she's really feeling that confidence with her movement. And then Youssef Rian probably didn't play his best tennis, and in the doubles, that's where they still haven't found that connection yet, and I think there's still a little bit of work to be done, so it'll be interesting how they reset and regroup for next week.
Well, they got one more arc to have a great finish to the season. The Ridge, they're trying to play for a lot more. And we recap all of week 6 and everything that's gotten us here. It was incredible the way things got started on Wednesday night with the Smash when they were playing up against the Rise. Clocks hit 0-0, deciding point, and it was incredible also Delaney Hewitt had to hit that 2-point winner just to even get him there. You know, the Rips with that big win, 175-164, that started off this tough weekend for the Ridge. Inferno clinched their spot last night in championship weekend. Sting moving up to first place, but that division is still completely alive, and we saw the Rise with the win and then the Outriders tonight. But next weekend, week 7, Outriders and Rips, that is massive. Outriders win, they're in. Rips need to win both to stay alive. Smash also trying to, you know, win their big way into the championship playoffs. Altitude will play spoiler. Freeze Rise Friday. Ridge Fortune. And then Sting Smash and Inferno Rips to finish. So Jay Wyabone, Irina Falcone Harmon, Rob Koning, Kelly Kroll, thank you everybody. We will see you next week, Wednesday night.
We're here to give a little pep talk to our new generation to let them know what is tennis about, not only tennis, but also life.
Locking in means to me being in the flow state, having the mentality that I want to win this.
Tennis is a very mental game. It's about positive self-talk.
Talk to yourself the way you talk to your doubles partner.
All the negativity that people may tell you, let that be a motivation for you.
There's no limitation for you guys. You can achieve everything you want.
Just keep believing in yourself.
Goes down the line, he feels it.
Intense is team tennis that's faster, louder, and with real cash on the line.
Your partner can't make serve.
Watch the most relentless tennis league.
You know, Shaky Mustachio Man?
On the planet, live.
Argonaut approaches. Ciolina's ready as well. +2.
This was incredible.
Intense. Tennis turned up.
It's time for you to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros. 4 men, 4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Plus the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans.
We want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
Not the drawing.
Oh, Jesus.
My kids draw better than me.
It's not my forte.
I'm a bad artist.
Oh, man.
Wait, who is Sting? Guitar player, right? I could draw guitar. So you want me to draw biceps too? Got a stinger on his head.
I'm already messing up here. I didn't know what Rise meant. Ta-da! A snowflake.
It's gonna take like an hour. That's a bad tennis ball.
Gotta be mountains.
Mountain with a racket on it.
There we go.
It's supposed to be a mountain.
Can you get that vibe, or?
Are you erasing that already?
Yeah.
I hope some of my teammates did a better job so I can buy something with their logo on it.